Hello, fellow 7 Days to Die gamers. This is Games for Kicks, and welcome to episode 1 of season 2, Alpha 10. It finally came to Steam tonight, and it's packed full of goodies. As you can see, the menu hasn't changed. Now, what we can see options wise, the only thing they have added in the options is under video, is the texture quality. That's all they've changed. Now, they might have done some work in behind the scenes on all these, but what is new is the texture quality. So if you find you get low FPS, you have memory issues, change the texture quality. That will change the resolution of the texture that's applied. So half size, quarter size means the resolution will be lowered, and hence your machine will be able to run faster, will be able to run the game faster. That's all they really added. I can't see anything else that they've changed. In the sound department, I don't see anything added either. Now, let's start with item number 1 of what they added. They have added character creation system. Oh yeah, that is something you're gonna have hours of fun with just by itself. I can I can assure you that. So, if you look at the player profiles, you get to the player profiles by either when you create a new game or want to continue a game, it's going to prompt you and say, hey, you have to create a profile, okay, if you don't have one. Otherwise, you go into options to manage your profiles and go to player profiles. If you don't have one, they're missing a cancel button, so you're actually stuck on the screen until you created a profile. Let's create a new profile. If you create a new profile, look at this. This is awesome, okay? So you have a male, female version. Brilliant, you can randomize things. Okay, you have complete control over cheek sizes. I mean, look at her face. Okay, lower cheeks, nose, pointy, long, nose inclination, big mouth size, make it a tiny mouth, jaw size. Look at that. Chin size. This is just, okay, she definitely needs some food. She's starving. And she's definitely not doing too well. Arm length, forearm length. No, she is not doing well at all. Big hands. Look at these gigantic hands. Yes, I can take 3 wood frames in my left hand and another 3 in my right hand. I am the wood frame carrier. She's gonna be able to carry everything for you, and she doesn't need a backpack. Arm length, hand size, leg separation. I mean, look at this. What is that? What is that? It's like, yes, now I can also carry wood frames between my legs. Oh yeah, let's dance. Oh yeah, boogie, boogie, boogie. Now look at this. They named it gluteus size, gluteus maximus, but it's basically your arse. Look at this. Full of air, flat, full of air, flat, full of air, flat. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, look at that booty, all el natural. Okay. Oh yeah, let's dance. Let's shake it. Let's shake that booty, money maker, money maker. Okay, enough fun. Now, you see, you can have hours of fun on that. You can have, like, you know, she's like surviving very well. She's probably eating the zombies, okay? No, she's not finding any food. She's not gonna survive for much longer. The same for the male models. I mean, look at this. Bellies, gluteus maximus, big ass. Look at that, flat. Oh yeah, flat, oh yeah. Leg separation as well. It's like, oh yeah, need the space, need the space. No space for wood frames there. I mean, hello, like, you know, a package to carry. Hand size as well, forearm length. I mean, you can do all sorts of things to make these guys look scary, okay? So you're gonna have some fun with this, I'm pretty sure. So this is basically the number one thing that I was looking forward to, the character creation system. Well, not the number one thing, that's a bit over the top. There's other things that I'm really looking forward to. Now, you have fun with that, okay? Now, that was character creation. They've also, and the options, well, we covered that. They also added something that's very hard to show now, visually, but you will experience in your game. They added a new zombie heat map, a world heat map. Anything you do from now on will add to the heat map. It's not generating heat. It's not heat like in hot cold. It's heat as in noise, as in smell, visual. If you have forges, campfires, dead animal carcasses, anything that smells, anything that makes noise will add to this heat map. And if a zone generates enough heat, like again, it's not hot or cold. If a zone gets quite a high, if it heats up too fast with noise and with movement, then spider zombies get attracted to that area. They come to investigate the area, and if they find anything suspicious, like anything that could be the next meal, like you, then they will start screeching. As soon as they start screeching, you better get out, because a horde will soon follow. So remember that if you're out in the wild and you're cooking away on your campfire, having your forges burning, having that dead animal meat in your pocket, the hordes will now come for you. Okay? Now, not feral hordes or anything, but you will have screechers getting nosy, so you better kill them before they screech, because if they get to screech, you better run. Now, they also added in-game new models for Destructible systems. I'll show you all that later in the game. So far from the menu and outside the game, that's all I want to cover at this point. Now, when you start a new game, what they also have done is they haven't added any options, okay? They have separated the options differently. Okay, so they have standard options, which is just your basic zombies can run, enemy aggression, percentage of night, and difficult settings. And everything else they have moved into the modded options. Even the cheat mode is on the bottom. Okay, so they have basically just overhauled a little bit the look of the menus, but that's it. I didn't see anything missing or anything new that they've added at all. Okay, so I think everything is still the same way it was before, except that they have separated it into different headings, and that's it. Okay, so you can still go. You have still random gen and Navs gain on Navs gain, and survival SP, survival MP, creative. That's all still there, so nothing has changed in that sense. Now, we're getting into the game, and I will probably cover a few more options now. So that's that for character creation. I covered the zombie hordes, the new heat map, the way they behave, and the options. They also added a new server browser. So if you connect to the server, look at this. This is beautiful. Okay, so you can look now for servers that are modded, for servers that are standard, peer servers, friend servers, history of what you played at, LAN, local server. I mean, this is amazing. Okay, so they have all these different options that you can see here. So you click on one of those. Okay, this one is locked. Okay, if it's not locked, let's take the locked ones away. Oh, this is actually amazing. Like, these are people on my Steam friends list, and it actually shows their service. That is pretty cool. I actually like that. That is pretty amazing. So yeah, anyway, I haven't played much multiplayer myself, so the guys who are into multiplayer, they will find this absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so because this is really better than what there was before, so they've changed that as well. Now, how to exit out of that? Of course, there we go. Now, let's see, that is covered. The new server browser. On that note, they also added Steam offline support. You can now play your Survival SP and your Survival MP games by yourself, continuing your client-hosted games offline. Awesome. Internet is down. Hey, no worries. Key can still play. You can still have some fun. They also added Linux 32-bit clients and the Linux dedicated server 32-bit only. They say in the future versions will include 64-bit, but they're not yet there at this time. They added, for the random generated map, they have added new random generated locations with custom signs, including shotgun, messiah, gun stores. So basically, if you come across a gas station now or across a store, you have like more authentic signs outside the stores, making it look a bit more realistic, like actually people lived there and used to have their businesses there. So you have new wasteland city buildings, rubble piles, parking lots, things like that, farmlands. So everything looks a little bit more realistic in that sense, like people used to actually live there. So which is really, really good. So I've just gone into a game, and I want to show you now what they've added. One little thing which I'm really happy about is you can set zombies on fire. Now, the one thing I'm really glad they didn't do is, while you can set zombies on fire, they will not set themselves on fire. So when I heard first about this, I was like, oh great, I'm gonna just place 14 rows of fire, and as soon as they come close, they're going to be set on fire. No. What you can do now is, sorry, the reason I can fly is I have cheat mode on because I simply want to demonstrate some of the new features. So if you look at this now, so I'm going to stop flying. Okay. If I hit this zombie now, 1, 2, and look, 3. Now come on. Okay, there's a chance they can be set on fire. Right now, these... Oh, look at this! Isn't that beautiful? And he's gonna die now. It depends how much health they have left, but this is actually pretty funny. So you can have these zombies now. They don't set themselves on fire, which is a bit odd, but I suppose that kind of makes sense. Otherwise, we would be in easy mode. Yeah, look at that. I still think the zombies don't seem to die too fast, so if they get set on fire in the first hit, it takes them longer to burn to death than if you set them on fire in the second or third hit. You can see that here. Okay? So this one took very long because he was set on fire pretty much the first time he was hit. And I will enjoy this very much. I mean, this is gonna be my new sledgehammer replacement. Anyway, so that is setting zombies on fire. Okay, now the other thing they have added is a very nice new look to armor. Like, look at cloth boots, cloth gloves, hat, jacket and pants. Now look at this, your character is naked. Now they have a hard-coated backpack. They said that the hard-coated backpack will always be there on the player, but it's not usable or anything right now. So there's nothing really you can do with the backpack or do anything. But they will, in future versions, add crafting of backpacks. So that's the backpacks covered. Now your armor. If you look at your armor, let's just shortcut this. So we have the boots, the claw, the pants, the hat and the arms. Now if we look at that, we can see now your character is naked. You put the hat on, you put the gloves on, there you go, you put the torso on. This is for a jacket, so you can wear a jacket and a torso item at the same time, as well as a shirt at the same time, so you can wear up to 3 items at the same time. Okay, now boots, they go here, and cloth pants go here, but you then can actually wear normal pants as well over it. Yeah. Now look at this character. Now this looks more like a survivor would look. Well, I would assume that if the end of days comes, that I was wearing clothes, that I wasn't surprised in my underpants. I will hope that. Now this is just the cloth, but you have all sorts of things. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to spoil it too much for you, but your recipes that will include now scrap iron armor and iron armor, 2 different things. So you can do scrap iron armor separately from iron armor. You can I don't know if you can actually craft the classes and the bandanas yet. I know in previous versions you couldn't. In cheat mode or in whatever you want to call it, you will always find the items. Okay, so it's nothing big there. So they will always be there, but I don't know if they actually added them in the sense of craftable. Come on. Okay, I'm really sucking at this. Now, I think that they may have played around a little bit with the loot drops. So it looks like, if you look at her now, yeah, there will always be, she's a nurse, yeah, so she will have most likely items on her that are for healing. I know they've done that before, but I think they've improved that a little bit, because as I was messing around here, any nurse I killed either had nothing or actually had health related stuff. So I think they've improved that a little bit. Now, this heat map thing is hard to demonstrate now. The reason I'm playing around a little bit is... Oh, did that thing die? Did it? Oh, it actually bled out. So I hit it once and it bled out. Now that's nice. Now let's see what we get from the stack. Oh, look at that. We get animal fat, meat and animal hide. And now there is a carcass left behind. This carcass will add to your heat map that you can't see. So it's your smell, your heat. You see that here? This is what it is. That gets really big, really big, really big. Spider zombies are gonna come and they're gonna go, okay, let me see, what is that? Let me smell that. And let's put a campfire there as well. Let's put everything here. Oh, look at that, the new campfire look. Very, very nice as well. So let's get some coal so we can fuel this bad boy. Yeah, let's put some fuel in there for 10 minutes. This is looking nice. Look at this. This is beautiful. You can see now look at this, the fire. Oh, this is moving. This is beautiful. Now you have that, and say you have a forge as well. So let's get oh, we only need one forge, not 64. And we have a mold, an iron mold, lead ingot, tungsten. Where's the iron ingot? Iron ingot mold. Thank you. And say we have some scrap iron. There we go. Okay, so let's take and place the forge here. Look at that, the forge is looking good. You can actually now see properly where the front and the back is. That is amazing. And you can put it sideways, upside down. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Okay, I still suck at aiming, this bad boy. She doesn't even respond. She's hardcore. She gets it in the shoulder and she's like, oh yeah, whatevs. Okay, there's a bit of tearing there on the character model. And she has paper. Okay, must have been working as a secretary or a librarian. Okay, so let's put some coal in here. And let's put the mold in here and dump the scrap iron in here. Look at this. This is looking gorgeous. But now we have a lot of heat being generated here in this map. So this is gonna attract one zombie after the next, most likely. Oh, I thought there was a ninja shot, but no, I missed it again. Ah, I seem to be... Actually, do you know what? Where's my hammer? Yeah, there's my sledgehammer. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, these new textures, they just look really sexy, okay? They have the heat, they have the smoke. This is really lovely, okay? Now, you're just gonna have to be careful now where you place all this. If you have it all on during the night, you might want to actually have all this cooled down and off, or have it very deep underground so that the zombies are not gonna get any ideas of where you might be. Okay, so let's see what else is there. Now, I have built a very, 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 very basic shelter. Now, what you can see here is, I'm gonna stop flying around. This is the new look of the new door. This is the same door as you built it before, okay? Wood planks, bam, 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 door, okay? Now, upgrade it once, and let's get some scrap iron, I suppose. So just so we can see, yeah, there you go. Now, isn't that awesome? This looks much more. And look at the windows now. You can board them up and then board them up. So you have the new look of the windows boarded up. That is beautiful. Nice. So now what we also have is the damage of the doors. So if we damage the door now, I probably should use wood, something a bit more severe than a sledgehammer. Now let's see. Now they've done an amazing job in the craft. You can see now actually it's splinting off. Yeah. So look, I'm repairing it. You see that? How this graphic changes. Now I'm gonna hit it again. Okay. And you see individual bits now flying off. So they basically added more intermittent recognizable changes that you can see actually how your door breaks down. Instead of just having cracks going across that get bigger and bigger until the first layer is gone, they actually have added now all these little things disappearing one by one. And there you go. So that is now the top layer gone. Now the Z will probably gonna go next. Look, boom, that's the top layer gone. Now for the Z, you see that the bottom of the Z is gone. Now the top of the Z is gone. And now the middle of the Z will be gone. Okay, so now this is really good because it allows you to quickly spot, or better, faster spot where repairs are needed. I mean, now we have basically just the last surface of the door, and you can see, look at this. This is amazing. Okay, so now this is what the door looks like just before it probably breaks down. Boom, gone. Okay, so that is really, really cool what the guys have done. Absolutely amazing. Okay, and look, you can even see now the door frame where it is attached. Now they have done an absolute great job. Now let's see what we have with the windows. If we hit the windows, we might want to hit them with something more like a pickaxe because it has a metally sound. Let's see what happens here. They probably, do they have the same? Also, they have added this throughout the prefab. So now this one just actually just bursts. So, and then it probably will just go. Yeah, so they have done it only with the doors actually. So, well, or with some other things. I think they've done it maybe with the walls as well. Now the walls are still the spider web kind of damage. Okay, but the door's really awesome, I have to say now. So you see the actual damage to the door, and this is really good. I mean, in prefabs they've done it as well with all the other prefab doors and things that you can actually see when they come through. Now you can see just before it breaks it's gonna be bad. So, and all you do then of course repair. Okay, that's all you really do, same as always. Okay, so that was the doors. Let's see what else is there. Now, they have also overhauled farming. If you look at now how farming is working, well, farming works the same way as it worked before, so I'm not gonna sell you anything that's not true. So, but what they've done now is look at the hoe, yeah? The hoe, you just go to any grass now, and as usual, okay? But if you right click now, look at this. See that? It removes the grass on top, and the grass, okay, let's remove the rocks, and you can just now take a hoe and just take, you don't even have to dig it up and place it back down or any rubbish like that. So it will actually just completely well, fertilize, whatever you want to call it, the earth, and it makes the earth looks a little bit uneven, which is nice because that's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. So actually these guys I can remove. Come on, there we go. Okay, so you can just go here, look at that, beautiful. Okay, okay, it changes texture as we keep hitting it, but the main thing is the grass is gone now. And look, the best thing they've added to farming now, golden rod farming. Okay, that is just absolutely brilliant. So you pick up goldenrod like this. Hello, goldenrod. And then put it in the middle. And look at that. Goldenrod seeds. Isn't that beautiful? So if you want to grow them, all you do is place them. And there you go. Nice. As beautiful as ever. You want to grow grass? Just put it on top. Beautiful. Okay, there you go. You want to grow your corn? You can plant it right on top. And again, your coffee still works. It's still going to be there. Now, the downside with some of that is you can place it on grass as well. So I can place it anywhere here. I can place my corn there as well on unfertilized ground. and it will just sit there and not grow and do absolutely nothing. So for all this to grow, it needs to be on fertilized or hoed soil. Okay, so but goldenrod tea now finally farmable, which is just great. Okay, so that to me was the biggest news on farming that I was the most excited about. And you still don't need water. They also fixed it that grass won't grow there unless you plant grass. So if you want grass to grow, you just plant the grass. There you go. Off you go. Okay, so that's that. Now another exciting new feature that they've added is animal fat. If you look at animal fat, okay, animal fat, put it in here, put a pot in your cooking fire, and you can make tallow from animal fat. Okay, tallow is used to make biofuel. So once you have tallow, you're gonna use a beaker and put a beaker in here instead, and put one piece of tallow in, which creates one biofuel. Now, what is so exciting about this is what you can do with biofuel. If you look at your crafting item now, before you used to be able to make gas cans from oil barrels. Also, do you notice these little tooltips? Isn't that sexy? Just beautiful. Gas cans can now be made from grain alcohol and biofuel. So if you have grain alcohol, which I have somewhere here, there you go, and you have biofuel, can craft one gas can. It's still expensive, and but at least we can craft gas cans now from a craftable source. Okay, before it was oil barrels, and there was a limited number of oil barrels in the world, so you were kind of stuck. So you couldn't really make gas cans. Grain alcohol, don't ask me how to make it. That is the same as it was before. So you can't really craft it like this. You have to cook it from, I think, let me see, what is it, corn, something to do with cornmeal or something, and cornmeal and a beaker or something, I don't know, let me see, beaker, yeah, grain alcohol. So you take a beaker and you take cornmeal, and that makes alcohol. Okay, so you can see that here. Whoops, okay, there's something else missing. Grain alcohol, what are we missing? Oh, what are we missing again? Grain alcohol. Oh, was it water? Yeah, water. Water, cornmeal, beaker equals grain alcohol. There you go. Okay, so now you know how to do that. Now that hasn't changed, that was the same as before. Now once you have grain alcohol, you can do a lot of things, and especially now you can do gas cans with I think, could you make gas cans before with grain alcohol? Actually, I could have been wrong about my statement earlier that you couldn't craft them before, but anyway, so that is now their biofuel, which is a great addition, and it adds a bit of excitement and change to it, and it's great. Okay, so that was that on that. I'm not going to go through the other changes really, because visually, or demonstrating them, because they're probably better figured out. For example, the wellness system. I actually quickly cover the wellness system, okay? The wellness system. The wellness system is, they added, which basically is depending on how you eat and look after yourself, your wellness either decreases or increases, okay? You start off by default with a wellness of 100. I'm already down to 99 because I'm not looking after myself. Now, if you, for example, eat when you're hungry, you eat raw pork instead of cooked pork, your wellness eventually gets affected. Okay, as more you poison yourself, the more you do things to yourself, you will get affected. Now, if I drink murky water instead of clean water or goldenrod tea, it's not good. My wellness, it decreases over time. So now look, for example, the other thing they've also added, sorry, I just want to make very sure I cover that. You cannot drink anymore now to raise your stamina if you're not thirsty. Before you were able to say, oh yeah, my stamina is low, but my thirst meter is full. I'm just going to quickly drink some water in my stamina. So that allowed you to basically endlessly run. Because you just kept drinking water, coffee, water, and you were able to run non-stop around, and your stamina would never really be able to decrease. Now, if you're not thirsty, you can't drink. So your stamina won't be able to be refilled by your little water trick. They changed that. So and also now you will see that I'm out of, my thirst meter is at 0. Now in the descriptions they said that you will die quicker now from thirst than from starvation. So if your thirst meter is at 0 and you start getting hit with these damage points, your damage points will be much higher that you get than if you're starving. So let's drink some dirty water. Actually, let's eat some dirty food. Okay, uncooked food. Boom. Our stamina. Look at our stamina. Dip, 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 dip. And you know why that is? Because now we are food poisoned. Now we food poisoned ourselves. We eat more. We just keep eating. Okay, that dirty meat, and really not liking this at all. Now we're gonna drink some murky water on top of it. Okay, and we're really just completely not looking after ourselves. Okay. And whoops, there you see it. Wellness -1. Your maximum health and stamina have decreased. That is what happens when you don't look after yourself. Now let's take some good old-fashioned goldenrod and let's fix ourselves right up. Oh, I'm not thirsty. Now I can't even heal myself or help myself because I just screwed myself by drinking until I'm not thirsty anymore. But that's easily fixed. Just take some painkillers, which always make thirsty. Oh, okay. In this case they don't, but usually they do. Yeah, usually the painkillers decrease the thirst meter. Interesting. Yeah. What about these guys? No. Okay, anyway. I healed myself and I'm looking after myself. So what will happen is now, do you see my wellness is now at 102. So the wellness went from 99 to 98 because I just kept eating crap. I look after myself and I keep myself healthy. I keep myself not food poisoned, and I drink the right food. Drink the right drinks and eat the right food. My wellness will stay above 100. And I can raise it up to 200, which means if my wellness is at 200, I increase my health points, I increase my stamina, I will have a much better life. I will be able to be much better off than other people who are not looking after themselves. I won't have an edge over them, but my statistics will be ever so slightly better to make me enjoy my game easier, better, more, because it's easier. Okay, not easier as an easy streak, but easier as in I don't have to worry about constantly being out of stamina, because I can actually run a little bit and then rest and it fills up again, rather than me resting and not it refilling. Okay, so now remember that no more tricks with water and food when you're not hungry and when you're not thirsty. That will not work anymore. They have switched that off. Okay, so, and that's that. Now I don't want to show you visually a lot more now, because I think the rest we should figure out together in the Let's Play series as it commences in Series 2. Episode 2, I will start a fresh new world. I will not do hardcore survival with loot timers, because there was only really 1 or 2 people who wanted to see the loot timers. The majority were really happy not having them. You see, my wellness keeps going up because that medicine just keeps on pumping. See? Which is very good. Yay. Keep taking medicine, and there. So if you have an abundance of painkillers and other medical snacks, just keep taking them and raise your wellness. Keep going with that wellness raising thing. Now, you see, every time I take painkillers, it doesn't work, but anyway, that's not the point. Now, yucca juice now, for example, I was just going through some other things. Yucca juice now takes only 4 yucca. Cloth and plant fiber torches now require animal fat, which you get from animals. They changed some textures, they changed a lot of little things, how light works. You can see that here on the fire already, like how the fire burns, you know, that it gets that wavy line. Light reflections indoors is much better now, so if I put torches now around the torches, I mean, I have my settings pretty much low, but I love when you walk that the fire is now of the torch. Actually, when I walk left and right, you can see it changing from right to left. It's just so beautiful. It is just so beautiful. Yay! Anyway, so the rest we figure out together. Okay, they've done a lot of little things, and let's just enjoy them. And now I hope you found this informative enough, this first episode. I hope you enjoyed watching some of the changes, and there's a lot more, okay? When it comes to construction, they've done some changes. So concrete is done, but again, as we have to build structures in my Let's Play series, I might as well show you then, okay? So until then, I really hope you enjoyed this first episode that went through some of the changes of Alpha 10 and what we can expect to see, and I hope you're as excited as me to get this Let's Play series started in adventure mode, survival mode, whichever. I pick one and we'll see how I get on, because zombies are now badass and hordes will come after you non-stop if you don't watch out what you're doing, so this should get interesting. So I hope you join me in the next episode when we start a new world and get going, and until then, this is Games for Kicks. Happy gaming.